What it do, folks? It's your boy Jason, always joking. I'm out here with my man
Mo.
Mo. What it do, Mo, man? Pretty much, you know how we do street talk, bullshits and giggles. We talk about some street shit and then we bullshit and laugh about it. But basically, what I want to ask you is, man, like, where you from?
Fair Street.
Fair Street, Fairmount, Fair
Yeah,
Street.
Fair. Yeah, West Side.
West Side Baltimore.
That's
Okay,
right, that's right.
okay. And a lot of people pretty much know who.
Yeah.
So, you ever did prison time?
Yes.
What's the first time you been arrested and sat in jail? How old was you?
Well, the first time I've been arrested was like about 17, but you know that was an in and out thing. You know,
What year was this?
that was about 85.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then how long you sitting there from 85? You came right
no,
back out?
no, that was just you know.
And then
Yeah.
so what year you got your first bit?
87.
Like you sat down and realized like
87.
2 years later.
2 years later,
And you was how old?
just turning 19.
Damn. And how long you sitting there?
21 years.
Jesus Christ. 21 years.
Straight 21. No PT.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like how I can't even ask you that because you never even had like did you get your driver's license by then?
Nope.
Did you go to the prom?
Yeah, I went to a prom.
Did you graduate high school?
Hell no.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just
Free
saying.
high school.
That's what's up. That's why it's called street talk bullshit and giggles.
Yeah.
But like so did you say how many years you do?
21.
So you did 21 at 17?
19.
19. So you came home.
I came home in 08.
You came home how old though?
I was just turning, about 42.
So when you came home at 42 years old, what the hell did you possibly do to get to still be alive now and still have a good life and be positive?
You said, what did I do?
Like when you came home at 42 years old after doing 20-something years in jail,
Right.
how was your mind so the day you came home, the family's celebrating, everybody's happy, but what was your next move like?
Well, let me clear
Mind you, they've been taking care of you for all this time in jail.
Let me clear that up for you too. See, everybody look at prison as being something bad. The bad thing is the crime you did. You know, the crime you did would make it bad. Prison saved my life. Prison saved my life. You know, I got a trade. I learned how to budget money. You know, come out here after doing 21 years, own a house,
Damn.
have 4 tons of trucks. You know, I just took advantage of it. You know, I got into religion, more science and all that. You know, being a deputy sheik in more science, helping the young people out, motivating them. You know, showing them the things I did. You know.
And so 21 years you come home, you get into religion and all this. So you know the way we moving around, it's like forget a chick, we don't need a chick. Chicks ain't this. And then the chicks are saying the guys ain't this. Was it a woman that played a part into this?
Nah, my mother.
Okay.
My mother.
After your 21 years when you came home, like
Yeah. You know, see, my thing was when I did the 21 years, I wasn't focused on a woman. You know, I had friends, but I wasn't focused on them because you get caught up on visits, and that make you go crazy when they don't show up. So you alleviate that problem.
and you
just
talking
do
about
the
80
bit.
something. You talking about back in 80
Yeah, I
something.
fell at 87.
It wasn't no internet, it wasn't
None
no
of that shit.
no Skype, no FaceTime, no nothing. You had to really write and then nothing come back.
When I left, the beeper was still out.
When you left the jail?
No, but I left the street.
Okay,
the
the
beeper
beep-
was still out.
And when you came home, what was out?
Cell phones and all that shit.
Laptops.
All that shit, yeah.
And then how did you get into it? Like, did somebody say, like, most of the guys I talked to in interview, they be like, oh, I came home, I didn't know what an email was.
Right? Yeah, I did.
So what year you came home again?
Oh, wait.
So that was more like, yeah, it was still like just the chirps.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
could.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
when you came home, what's the first phone you had?
I had my sister had hooked me up with T-Mobile.
The cellular.
Yeah. She hooked me up with T-Mobile. You know, it was a plan, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't all that big stuff. It was just a regular T-Mobile. I was on her plan and all that, you know.
But like,
yeah, but I couldn't work the motherfucker. I could just talk on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap this up, right? And then I'm gonna ask you one last question, and then I'm gonna get into what you got going on right now, right? But for all the guys that's running crazy and they giving out this time for nothing and they just doing crazy stuff, right? You did 21 years in jail. It's guys out here 14.
Football number.
Right. It's guys out here doing 14. I mean, it's guys out here that's 14, 15, and 16 years old calling you old and washed up. But they don't believe in being alive at 45. So if you had something to say to a guy that called you old and washed up right now after doing 21 years in jail, what would you tell him?
Still out here.
I'm more younger than you.
Damn!
You know?
You got more life than him.
Right. Because I could take you on the basketball court before I had my accident. I could take you on the basketball court, the football field, even outwork you. You know? I tell them quick, give me 100 push-ups. It says I'm old.
Right.
You give me 100 push-ups, I give you $100. You give them to me straight, I give you $100. If I give them to you straight, what you gonna give me?
And then look, they call you old and he up early before these niggas. They already high and doped up the fuck.
Shit, who you see over there working out? It's the older dudes out there doing all the push-ups, they doing all the
Facts,
curls and all that, flipping around.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking like, God, that nigga, I can't even run one time.
So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, man. Real OG spitting right here. And if you had any game to give to anybody, whether they was trying to start a business, whether they was trying to doing time, whether they was, coming home from doing time and they don't understand what's going on today, as a man that did 21 years and came home and got it right, how would you explain to them? Would you tell them to stay away from the crowd? Would you tell them don't go back into the environment? Because you did it. So just let them know.
One thing about it, man, if you want to be motivated, you got to have an open mind. You got to have your mind open, and you got to have a foundation to stand on. You got to live for something or you're going to die for nothing. And then one thing about it, you got to take in education to get education. If you close your ears to what an older person's saying because you think you know everything, you ain't going to get nowhere. But one thing about it, when an older person tell you something, you need to sit back in your dismal crib and let that thought elevate. Once that thought starts elevating in your mind, and you can downplay it, and then you go back out to society and you say, "Oh, he just told me that." That means that thought stuck. It didn't go in one ear and go out the other because it's still there. Like your parents used to tell you stuff back in the day, don't do this and don't do that. But when it happened, oh, she just told me that. She just told me that. So you just got to keep your mind, be positive, and don't think you can accomplish nothing, because you can accomplish anything if you put your mind to it and be positive with it. You just got to be dedicated to what you want.
Hey, and this coming from a guy that did 21 years at 19. And I ain't gonna tell you his age right now, but it's 2022, and my man out here, look how he's smiling.
Hey, I'm 55 years old.
That's what's up. And I'm 47, so you already know what it is.
It's a blessing to make it. It's a blessing to make it.
To all you young guys out here, right? Yeah, you killing yourself trying to stay alive. Basically what they doing,
That's
right? Killing each other and killing it.
Because they want to be a part of something they don't know about it. Be yourself. Be yourself and teach yourself, and don't be nobody else. That's the best teaching I could give you.
Hey, I tell you one thing, right? Street talk was bullshits and giggles, man. We only gonna bring you the real. What's your name, man?
Mo.
And they know you, right?
Yeah, they know me.
Hey, Mo, you got anything you want to promote right now? You got anything going on, or any positive message you want to get to the people right now before we get up out of street talks with a little bit of bullshits and giggles?
One thing about it, young man, young woman, stay positive to what you have. Put more confidence in yourself and not your environment around you. Don't let your environment be your teacher. Learn from your environment, but always be positive to yourself and do the best for yourself. And that's the only way you're going to grow in this life. Stop blaming the white man. Blame yourself.
Hey, I got some knowledge out of that, too. So you already know what it is, man. Your boy Jason always joking. I'm sitting here with my man Mo. West Side Finest, you already know what it is. We out, right?
We out.
Street talks with a little bit of bullshits and giggles.
That's right.
That's what it is, baby. You already know. We out.
All right.
Thank you, bro.